We are back! Home of the prodigal son, young Chad Townsend.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Chad Townsend Show. If you're new here, please make sure you do subscribe. As always, we're here thanks to our good friends at BearBet. BearBet, fast payouts, unbeatable odds, real Aussie service. Head down to the link in the description below. Make sure you download the app. You'll be able to check out all of my same game multis, all of my tips throughout the NRL season. We're really looking forward to that. Make sure you download the app today. Set a deposit limit and gamble responsibly. Now we are here live from our hotel room in Las Vegas, and on the Chad Townsend Show today, the man behind the camera just pumping out content. Sully, thanks for joining us today, my bro.
No worries. Good to be here.
Good to be here, mate. We're just doing a little recap of the trip so far. Obviously, mate, we're in day 2, brother.
Feels like a few weeks we've been here for, to be honest. But yeah, day 2.
Day 2. It's been an eventful couple of days so far.
Very.
Do we just go straight into the plane?
Might as well get the elephant in the room.
Obviously, like a lot's happened over the past of the last 24 to 48 hours. So I just want to say everything to everyone out there. Like, I'm fine, I'm okay, but we were sitting in our seats, and you were sitting next to me.
Yes.
And I just felt like these hot flushes. I started getting hot and cold flushes, and I felt nauseous, and I started to sweat. And like I said to you, like, have a look at my shirt.
Like dripping with sweat.
Like dripping with sweat.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the hell was going on, and I was like, bros, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Stood up, and then next minute, like, I'm on the deck, and I woke up to an oxygen mask.
You hit the deck hard.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember. I woke up, there was an oxygen mask on my face, there was people all around, and I was like, what the hell? What's going on?
Yeah.
It was it was a crazy scene. We're lucky enough that we had Kirk Gidley. You had the great Kirk Gidley.
Yes.
The great Kirk Gidley, his wife, who was a nurse.
Yep.
Took great care of me, and then the Dr. Jimmy
From Michigan.
Yep. He was a good dude.
Both huge help.
Yeah. And then obviously, I basically stayed on the ground and had the oxygen mask for the rest of the trip. Needed to keep my feet up. I got my blood pressure done, and my blood pressure was higher than usual, higher than the usual markers. So they just monitored my blood pressure for like the next couple of hours. I stayed lying on the floor, laid down, which wasn't too bad. I mean, like we weren't in business, were we? But laid down on the floor for a couple of hours, monitored my blood pressure, and as we started to descend into LA, my blood pressure started to come back to a normal level, and then we landed, and the paramedics came on the plane, and like over the speaker was like, everyone stay seated, there's a medical emergency, we need to get a patient off the airplane. And that was pretty crazy.
But at that point though, you were almost back to normal.
At that point I was back to normal. My blood pressure felt normal, I felt fine. I was getting a lot of hydration into me, and I felt fine. I walked off the plane on my own accord, felt fine, walked off, saw the paramedics. They were like, they almost thought I was taking the piss, the paramedics, like when they were treating me. They were just like, are you alright, sir? And I was like, yeah, like I'm fine.
But if they'd seen what you look like, halfway through the flight, then,
yeah. A couple of hours ago, it would have been a different story. But by that time, I was fine. Got off the plane. They did my blood pressure again, checked all my vitals, and I was completely back to normal. And they were like, look, you can go on your merry way.
Well, I've known you for the better half of 30 years, and not once in that time have I ever seen you sick or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
it was crazy. And what about, tell me the conversation your old man said to us, which was...
my old man's worked in the aviation industry for a while, and he spoke about the altitude of the plane because of the... where we're travelling to, and we're basically as high as you could be for an aeroplane for quite a long time. So
he said that he was tracking the plane.
Yeah.
And we were at higher altitude than usual.
For a long period of time.
And that's what the doctor said. That's what Jimmy said to me. He's like, man, this is altitude. You've been hammered by the altitude. Have you drunk enough water? And I said, look, I probably haven't drunk as much water as I normally would. Usually, like being an athlete, ex-athlete now, like I drink a lot of water.
I drink 4 litres a day.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water, but there's no way I drank that much as I usually do in the lead up to flying and then on board. And what didn't help as well, like when you go through security, they poured my drink bottle out, you know, because you can't take water through, which I never refilled. I was just like, you know, there was so much stuff going on. We were getting content, this and that. We were excited to sit on the plane. And there you go. So that's pretty much. Then actually, sorry, I landed in. We landed, got all my vitals done. Spoke to the paramedics. They were like, "Sir, you're free to go." God bless America. God bless America. Not the first time we'll say it. So God bless America. Anyway, we were in LAX at that stage. Got our bags. Checked them in again. Went through TSA.
Which was an ordeal in itself.
Which was an ordeal. Just the length it took us to go through. That was a bit of a drama, but lucky we had a bit of time. We went through. Then we got a Starbucks brekkie, didn't we?
We did.
Thoughts on the brekkie?
We needed it. It was good. The coffee's not as good as the ones you get in the cafes in Australia, but
tell you what, they weren't bad. They weren't. Yeah. They were, like obviously cafes in Oz are much better, right?
Yeah.
But
it was a pass mark.
It was a pass mark. Definitely was a pass mark. They weren't that bad. And we were surprised by the sausage and egg. Sausage and egg.
That was great. That was fantastic, actually.
Sausage, egg, and cheddar.
And the sausage and egg muffin.
Sausage, egg, and cheddar muffin. Went down to Detroit with a small flat white.
They did.
One sugar for you.
One sugar.
No sugar for me.
Sweet enough.
Anyway, we were sitting in the airport. Obviously, we got through security. Had our Starbucks for brekkie. Feeling fine at that stage. Just still like didn't sleep at all on that plane, other than probably the 3 seconds I was passed out for. But then got it up in LA. Hadn't obviously slept, and then boarded the next flight.
Yep. From
LA to Vegas, and it was at that stage where I was like, I'm not gonna lie, like I walked onto the plane and I was like, man, I don't think we were getting as high as altitude as you do on an international flight.
We didn't know that fact at that stage.
We didn't know that fact, that higher altitude. And then you were sitting up the back of the plane and I was a little bit ahead of you and I was sitting in the middle, and I remember just thinking to myself, you know, like it crossed my mind, like I hope I'm alright here. Like, you know, just altitude, things like that. I was very hydrated at that stage. You know, I'm sitting there and I'm like, alright, well let's just see how we go. So I sat on the plane and then I immediately fell asleep in my seat, and then I woke up when we were wheels down in Vegas, and it was like 8:40 a.m. on Wednesday morning, local time. Pretty much got our bags, got in the taxi, came to our hotel, and then we pretty much, what did we do? We went to work straight away, didn't we? We went for a walk. We were so tired. But we went down the strip, didn't we?
We needed a shower, but our rooms weren't ready for several hours. So, you know, instead of just moping around, sitting down, trying to fall asleep, we went out and filmed some content.
Yeah, but we were so tired because I heard this advice from Michael Carianis, works for the Daily Telegraph. He's like, bro, when you land, do not go to your room. Don't go to your room. And all I wanted to do was lay down. It was probably good that we didn't have our rooms yet, because it forced us to get out and about. We were out in the sun. We went down, filmed some content down at the strip and had a bit of a walk around. We got some lunch at Flamingo. Johnny Rockets in Flamingo, where we went to for a Bucks party a couple of years ago.
Yep.
And then we went to the NRL fan hub, which was back at our hotel, and we went and saw some of the teams. We saw the Cows team, got some interviews with them, Drinky and the fans, and that was when I because everyone was asking me are you alright, and a lot of media interviews were asking me, can we speak to you? And I was like, yeah, for sure, because I was like, I just wanted to get on the front foot and to let everyone know that, hey, I'm okay, but let's talk about it. I just want to get it out there. And my social media was just blowing up, text messages from people saying, are you alright, this and that. And then we got our rooms in the afternoon, didn't we? We got our rooms, we had a shower and a freshen up, and that was like, man, I was struggling to stay awake at that stage. Time zone, struggling, and we just kept thinking, bruz, gotta push. Because we were like, if we get to bed at 10 p.m, like 10 p.m.'s normal bedtime, 10 till whatever the next day. Anyway, we went now. What did we get for dinner first night?
We got the Mexican.
That's right. You got Mexican in our hotel.
Yep.
I went for the chicken quesadilla. Yep. And you went...
I had the tuna and taco kind of things.
Yeah.
It was good. Good food.
Good. And we went for a walk down the strip, and we went to Caesars.
Yep. Caesars Palace.
We
You want to talk about that, or?
Yeah, we had a little time on the tables, didn't we?
Yes.
We had a little
Some good, some bad.
We had a little time on the tables. I'm not a massive gambler, but gamble responsibly if you are gambling.
Thanks to BearBet.
And obviously thanks to BearBet for sending us over here. Please make sure you gamble responsibly, set a deposit limit. And we responsibly gambled.
We did. When in Vegas.
When in Vegas, yeah, definitely. And we went, I'll tell you what we did do. We walked in, obviously there's a couple of different options. Not a big slots guy, don't ever play the pokies at home. But one game in the tables, I was like, we are going there. And we went there straight away. We went to Craps.
Yes.
Didn't we? We had a good...
It's fun. It's fun. Yeah, you're involved with all the other punters in there and throwing the dice.
Yeah, we were like rolling the dice. So basically how Craps works is like you don't want to roll a 7.
No.
You don't want to roll a 7. And then if you roll a 7, then you lose your turn on the dice and it rotates around. And we had some other guys down the other end of our table who were like oil money guys.
They were veterans.
Oh, mate.
Veterans to the punt.
They were veterans. Like we're on it was a $25 table, so minimum 25. We're just rolling with 25 at a time. And then 25 US, mind you.
Yeah.
And then these 3 guys looked like oil money, just rocked up straight away, just like 10 Benjamins each on the table.
Banging them down.
Chips just everywhere. Like they were older guys, white guys, and they were just like getting after it.
Yeah.
And you and I were up the other end going,
but we were the ones rolling.
Yeah,
so
we were rolling.
Getting the money
so we were rolling, and we were on a roll. Because like the thing I love about craps is you don't actually win or lose on every hand. You actually get like some longevity and some fun to get around the game. Where like obviously blackjack and roulette. Like you literally win or lose on every single
bang,
hand.
it's going straight away, you know?
It's like blackjack, she brings it out, boom, 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 you're out. You sit or you tap and you want to go and then it's boom. Yeah, to get more chips, you lose your chips.
Yeah.
It's,
Same as
you can win big a lot, like straight away.
Yeah.
You can lose quickly as well.
Yeah.
Where craps is like, it's not as exciting, but I don't know, just the longevity of like being around the game. Anyway, so we had a bit of a flutter. Successfully, which I was very happy about. And then when you got some ice cream.
Yep.
What did I get? I got cookies and cream and caramel, which was like massive. Like the cone, the ice cream cone was like massive here.
It's the American portion sizes.
Oh, it's American portion. I was like, geez, this is massive. I finished it, right?
Yes.
Finished it. And then, went back to our hotel, went to bed finally. It was like 10:30. I got to bed. And then I slept from 10:30 till 8 a.m. Gosh.
Needed.
And it was like one of the best sleeps I've ever had because the rooms here in Vegas are like, so dark.
The rooms are great though.
Yeah, great.
Fantastic.
So, Circus in the background. We're kind of just off the strip where we're staying here at Resorts World. And then, woke up this morning. I went down, had brekkie at Starbucks again, coffee, sausage and egg, cheddar. Again, we went to the go-to brekkie. And then we went over to the Ozfest.
Yes.
Which was the where a lot of the Australian setups, Australian businesses. We had SEN set up there. Teams were doing their signing sessions. The Knights and the Dragons, Hull KR were there as well. A lot of players getting interviews, and you were getting around.
Yeah, it was a wonderful atmosphere there.
Yeah.
The fans all showed up, and it was good seeing all the players, and it was just wonderful down there.
Hull KR were loud as well. How good are the English been?
Yeah, they're good. They travel too.
They travel, and they're loud.
Yeah, very loud.
And they're loud. They're very exciting. I really like the English. We interviewed some of them on the vlog.
Yep.
On BearBet. So stay tuned to BearBet social channels if you haven't for all that content. And then we went and had some sushi for lunch. And then now we've just been chopping up some footage and getting the vlog ready. So we're doing a daily vlog, which we're dropping 6 a.m. every day, Australian Eastern Daylight Time at this stage. And we're posting a heap of content around on the BearBet social channels. This afternoon we are going to Fremont Street for the NRL fan activation at Old Vegas down there. Have you been to Old Vegas before?
No, but I'm looking forward to this fan event. I think it's going to be great.
So you got your media accreditation?
I do. So I'm ready to go. Let me in. I'm with the press.
Is it in your room?
It's in my room. It's in my room.
Oh, member of the press now.
I am.
Suits ya.
Thank you. I like it.
Oh, member of the press, and then tomorrow we've got. I got an activation with SEN in the morning. Then I'm going for an SEN lunch from 1:30 till 3, and then there's a potential another thing from 4 till 6, which is just, I don't know what it is. The Dragons have taken over some bar called Red.
Oh, Miss? No.
Old Red or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Old Red, and we might go down there and have a look around, but we'll probably be out and about tonight. We'll have a look what's going on, what's around. We might hit the tables again, responsibly.
Of course.
God bless America. I'll tell you that.
And BearBet.
And BearBet, yeah. And so it's been a good time so far, hasn't it? We've been busy. We've been busy. We're okay. We've been busy. I still can't believe we've been here. Like, this is day 2.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is day 2. We're jamming it all in, and it's like at the recording time of this, it's Thursday 3, just before 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So still a couple of days out from the games, and yeah, so much happening here in Vegas. Just quickly, I want to just talk about the games with you, Sal, because I know you're a staunch Raiders fan.
I am, yes. Rugby league fan, though.
You are a staunch rugby league fan. I know you've got is it fair to say you've got a soft spot for the Dragons as well?
Yes, definitely. I would say they're my second team.
Where do Sharks come in your...
Bottom.
Even when I was playing for them?
I was a fan of you when you were playing for them.
Yeah.
But now that you don't play for them, I can show my true colours, and that's to not like them.
Okay. So,
let's not forget about last year's semi-finals.
Yeah.
When they knocked us out, which hurt a lot.
Yes, and you guys went out straight since.
I know. I still haven't gotten over that yet. Still hurts.
Let's talk about Raiders and Dragons and Bulldogs.
Yes.
I want to get a tip from you as my producer for this trip. From what you've seen so far from both teams.
I've seen a lot of the Dragons players around the hotel. They're looking fit.
Yeah.
They sound confident, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, my heart is tipping Dragons,
Yeah.
but, you know, teams on paper, Bulldogs are favourites for a reason.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tip with my heart. I'm going to say Dragons.
Yeah. I'm going to go... you know what? I'm tipping an upset as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a lot of the Dragons as well, and they're fans. Both these clubs' fans have travelled.
True.
They deserve a massive rap. Bulldogs have brought a lot of staff members over as well. I've got the Bulldogs in the top 4 this year, right?
Oh, I do too. Yeah.
I don't have the Dragons in the top 8. So obviously, in the longevity, I think the Dogs are going to have a better season. But I'm just going to go the Dragons this week.
Yeah.
I'm going the Dragons this week. I'm tipping them for an upset win
Yeah.
against the Dogs. And on the other hand, I've got Cowboys versus Knights.
I think Cowboys will win that, but I think it'll be close. I think either team can win that. I think it's going to be a good game, but I've gone the Cows.
Yeah, so for me, I've got the Cowboys. Obviously, I think the Cows will beat the Knights. They've got the wood on the Knights over the past couple of years. They've kind of been the Knights' bogey team. So I think the Cowboys must improve their defence this year. They must improve their defence because we know they can attack. Their attacking weapons are elite. Drinkwater and Dearden. I think Marnie's going to be a great addition to them, and obviously there's a lot of pressure on Dylan Brown with regards to him and his contract and playing in the 7 now because they put Sienna Smith back to the bench. Fletcher Sharp starts at 5'8", so Brown's going to have to control the game, his kicking game, his running game, organising the team as well. I think he can do it.
Well, if he plays anything like he was the back end of the year with the Kiwis, keeps that form up,
he should have won the Golden Boot.
Yeah, I agree.
Should have won the Golden Boot. So, look, I'm a fan of Dylan Brown. I love the way he plays. There's just a lot of responsibility that he hasn't shown yet, that he can handle it all yet in his career, but like it's all in front of him. I think the way Dylan Brown competes on the field, if there's ever like a line break or anything, he's first one back there. He's a great defender, great defensively. It's just now, he hasn't had to kick much in his career, so he's going to be kicking the ball, 15 to 20 times probably, because Phoenix Crossan doesn't really do much kicking.
Yep.
Fletcher Sharp doesn't do
it's true.
much kicking at all.
He's going to really
Dylan Brown,
control.
Dylan Brown hasn't kicked a lot in his career because he hasn't had to.
Yep.
Because Mitch Moses has been the dominant kicker.
Yep.
So that's going to be, if he can get his kicking game right and execute, that'll go a long way to helping the Knights. Obviously, they've got Ponga back there, who's a freak. And that's going to be an interesting matchup because the Knights obviously come off a wooden spoon from last year. The Cowboys didn't make the 8 last year, head into the season where Toddy's hasn't been given a contract extension yet. He's coaching, for his future. Saw Toddy yesterday actually. Looks great.
He's in good nick.
He's in great nick.
Yes.
I said that to him yesterday. I said, Sheriff, geez, you've lost some weight. You're looking great.
Yes.
He just smiled. He's like, yeah, well, I had to smile. And I was like, mate, All right, looking great. So the Sheriff's in shape. Props to the Sheriff, but yeah, I mean, well, he's got the Cowboys in shape. He's in shape.
Well, all teams looking fit, ready to go.
And it's pretty crazy now. Like, we're here, round one here. We're in Vegas.
The greatest game of all.
The greatest game of all. Yeah, and there's obviously been talk around like global round as well, which is the potential.
Yep.
So the game is absolutely flying. We are flying here as well, here in Las Vegas. Thanks to BearBet, we're having a wonderful time at the moment. We've been working hard, creating the content. Obviously, there's been a lot around the BearBet social media. Just sort of recapping the trip so far here on the podcast. We've got the vlog dropping daily, 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Make sure you stay tuned to that. Make sure you gamble responsibly too. Whether you're here in Vegas in person, like God bless America, but like gamble responsibly.
Of course.
Gamble responsibly. Make sure you set a deposit limit when gambling back home with BearBet. Sal, keep doing what you've been doing, brother.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you've debut podcast actually, wasn't it?
Yes, it is.
Thoughts? You were shitting yourself.
I was quite nervous before, but I don't normally do things like this.
Yeah,
that's good.
You smashed it, mate.
Thank you.
And I said, Sal, mate, I just do a podcast, but you want to jump on? Yeah, so mate, you smashed it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Sal. Thanks to BearBet. Plenty more content coming. We'll see you guys on the next episode.